Hello everyone, welcome to today's practice. Today we are continuing with our journey through the chakra system series, and today is our Vishuddha Chakra, which is our fifth chakra in the system. This is otherwise known as our throat chakra, so today's flow is going to stimulate our neck, throat and upper shoulder region, whilst also stretching gently into our neck to relieve any stiffness. The colour associated is blue, and we'll just get started in a comfortable seated position and begin to relax into our breath. The energy centre of this chakra is surrounding our ability to communicate and also to be heard. When we communicate with each other, we produce sound, and sound is also a vibration. So it can be really overwhelming to find your unique vibration in a world where we are constantly deafened by the roars of other people. So this flow is here to help you find and reclaim your unique vibration and also to recharge your fifth chakra. We're going to start with some half neck circles. So bring your right ear towards your right shoulder, lengthening down the left side of the neck, and then roll your chin towards your chest and bring your head towards your left shoulder. Moving backwards and forwards, just warming up the neck joints here, relieving any stiffness. Now come back to neutral and interlace your hands in front of you and flip them over. And as you do, bring your chin towards your chest. Feel that stretch at the top of the neck. Inhale, lift your arms up and overhead and take a small back bend. Exhale, round the spine, hands come in front of you. Taking a cat-cow. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, looking up, small back bend. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Now come back to neutral and we'll just come to our all fours position. And we'll take normal cat-cow here. Inhale, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, looking up. Curve the spine. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Come back to a neutral position. Take a step forward with your hands so you can sink your heart towards your mat for your puppy pose. You may wish to stay here with the forehead on the mat, or to take it a little bit further, you can raise your gaze towards your hands and rest your chin onto the mat. This will feel a deep stretch along the front of your throat. Affirm to yourself the basic right of our Vishuddha Chakra, which is to communicate and to be heard by others. Remind yourself of this as we practice. Begin to tuck your chin towards your chest, roll the spine and the hips forward, landing in our Sphinx pose. Forearms grounded into the mat, lifting the chest, heart between the shoulders. As you exhale, round your chin towards your chest to lengthen down the back of the neck. Come back to neutral, ground into your hands, lift the forearms up, finding your cobra pose. And then you can tilt your gaze backwards if this feels comfortable and supported in your neck. Exhale, release the forearms and the forehead down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and tuck your toes and lift up to your all fours. And then push your hips, lift the knees all the way, downward facing dog. First down dog of practice, take a moment, you can pedal out your feet, pushing one heel into the mat, then the other. Heart melts in between the chest. Let's all take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Deep breath in, right leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knee, knee to nose. And then step your right foot in between the hands, low lunge. Lifting the chest and the gaze. And on your exhale, open the back foot. Arms open up, warrior 2. Deep bend in your front leg. And then take your gaze to the long edge of your mat and release your left ear towards your left shoulder. And you can stay here, or to take it further, release your right hand towards your right knee. This is such a lovely deep stretch along the right side of the neck. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front leg, right arm overhead. Slowly bring your arms down to frame your front foot, low lunge. Release your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Interlace your hands and then bring the hands at the base of the neck and take a small back bend here. Take your gaze up towards the sky, push your hips forwards and down. Breathing in and then exhale, come back to neutral, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes and we'll chaturanga. Exhale, halfway lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, wave the spine back. And we'll just take that flow to the other side. So as you inhale, ground into your right foot, lift your left leg all the way up, 3-leg dog. With your exhale, bend into your left leg, knee to nose. And then gently place your foot between your hands, low lunge. Spin your back foot flat, open the arms, warrior 2. Deep bend into your left leg. Lengthen from fingertip to fingertip. And then bring your gaze to the long edge of your mat, right ear to right shoulder. And if possible, release your left hand towards your left knee. Your right arm is straight, as well as your right leg. Come back to neutral and reverse triangle, right hand down the right leg. Lengthen through the side body, gaze facing upwards. Inhale and exhale, frame your front foot. Low lunge, then lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, arms come up and overhead, fingertips interlace. Take your small back bend here. Push your hips down towards the ground. Knee over ankle. Come back to neutral, frame your left foot, tuck your back toes and flow it out, lowering halfway down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heels towards the mat, heart shines through the shoulders. And look towards your hands coming onto your toes. Step, walk, float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, small back bend, deep bend in your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Ground into your hands, step back to your plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now lower your knees down to all fours, cross at the ankles and come to a seated position. I'm going to give you a couple of options now. You can either come to your square seated pose where you try and stack your shin over the top of each other, or you can come to your cow face pose where your knees are stacked on top of each other. You can use your palms to push your knees in opposite directions, or just come to a seated position. Whichever you have chosen, bring your forearms out in front of you, and then we'll take eagle arms. Right arm wraps underneath the left. You can stay with one bind, or you can take two. Lift your elbows up, breathing deeply. This is a very deep stretch. This feels amazing along the top of the neck and the back. And then release the arms and bring your hands behind you so you can unwrap your legs, ground into your feet, and then lift the hips, reverse table. Tensing your glutes, and then you can take your gaze back behind you. If this feels comfortable and supported, please don't strain your neck. And then release your hips down, push your hips back towards your hands so you can straighten your legs. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. I'd like you to take a pretty rounded spine here so we can counteract that stretch through the neck. You can use a strap here to hook around your feet to find a deeper expression of this pose. And slowly release and bring your hands behind you once again. Straighten your legs, lift your hips. If in your practice you can try and get your feet flat to the floor. And once again you can take your gaze behind you. If this is too much, then just remain with your gaze facing forwards. Release the hips down. And we'll just take that same flow on the other side. So you can take your square pose. You can take cow face pose or just a normal cross-legged position. If you're with me in cow face, you can use your hands to push your knees in opposite directions and bring your forearms out in front of you. Wrap the left arm underneath the right, finding your single or double bind eagle arms. Elbows lift. Shoulders are shrugged down away from the ears. Breathing here. And release. Bring your hands behind you. Uncross the legs. Ground into your feet. Lift the hips. Reverse table. Tense your glutes. And take your gaze back behind if possible for you. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your gaze forward, lower the hips, straighten your legs, and we'll find forward fold once more. Inhale, arms come up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Notice the space you have now created to find a deeper forward fold. With each exhale, going a little bit deeper. And then releasing, bringing your hands behind you, straighten your legs, lift the hips, reverse plank. feet can be grounded into the mat, and take your gaze behind you. Exhale, bottom comes to mat. Bend into your right leg and then hook it over your left leg. And we'll take a spinal twist. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, twist round to the right. You can hook your left arm over your right knee. Take your gaze behind. Try and align your chin with your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale, find a deeper expression. Coming back to neutral, uncross the leg, ground into your right foot, and then bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the hips. Find your wild thing. You can try and bring your left fingertips as close towards the mat as you can. You can see I have a bit of a wobble here. Release the hips down. Let's take it to the other side, bending into your left leg. Cross it over the right. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Exhale, hook the arm over the knee. Gaze comes behind you. Breathing in and sighing it out. Uncross your leg, bring your left arm behind you, ground into your left hand, lift the hips, right arm stretches up and overhead, right leg is straight, you might need to come onto your left toes. Find whatever fun variation you wish to here. You might want to bring your left hand to the base of the neck. Exhale, lower the hips, straightening out the legs. And just scoot your bottom forward so you can come down to your back. Bend into the legs, hug the knees into the chest. Bring your forehead to your knees and really give yourself a huge hug. And then release, bringing the head down towards the mat. And we'll find our shoulder stand. Using your hands, support your back, lift your hips and point your toes up towards the sky. You can stay here or you can practice trying to straighten your arms, bringing your palms flat to the mat. Your chest is tucked towards your chin. And now we will find our plow pose, so lowering the legs back towards over your head. Once again, you can use your hands to support your lower back. Or keep your arms straight and palms facing the floor. This is a great opener for your neck and throat chakra. And slow as you can, bringing your legs back towards your shoulder stand. Point your toes and release your back down to the mat. Lowering the legs all the way down, and we will land in our Shavasana. Take a moment, find a comfortable position that you can maintain through this Shavasana. Legs fall apart. I'm going to bring my palms to my belly and my lower abdomen. Close your eyes and relax into this meditation. I really encourage you not to skip this part of the practice. Breathing here, feeling the belly rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. We're going to take some affirmations that I would like you to repeat internally. I hear and speak the truth. I express myself with clear intent. creativity flows in and through me. My voice is necessary. I am grateful that I can speak and be heard by all my family and loved ones. My voice is resonant and I am at a high vibration. I am a good listener and a friend to rely on. Whichever of these affirmations resonated the most with you, keep this one repeating in your mind. And we will take a few moments of silence here. I encourage you to stay in this Shavasana, but if you are ready to come out, then take a bend into the knees and roll onto your side. Take a quick moment here. Feeling the effects of the practice on your body and your mind. And then slow as you can, make your way to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Rest your palms on your knees. And we'll take a couple of rounds of a releasing breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. One more time, deep breath in, exhale. On your next inhale, bring your hands up and overhead, looking up towards your fingertips. Exhale, hands come to the center of your chest, bowing down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this Vishuddha Chakra flow. Your support is really appreciated on these flows, so like and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day.